Engaged learning or research can be considered as part of a continuum of opportunities for students. This approach helps to avoid confusion when comparisons are being made to other forms of experiential learning, such as work placements or internships and volunteering. This diagram illustrates the continuum of engagement activity with external stakeholders. Here we can see that in general, a placement involves the student as the main beneficiary. It is accredited, and the goal is student learning, but reflection is not always essential. During community-based learning and research, both the student and the community partner are mutual beneficiaries. The student receives academic credit, while the process meets a community need. The relationship is an equal partnership, and reflection is core to the process. In terms of volunteering, in many cases, the CSO is the main beneficiary. It is not always accredited, and the reflection is not essentially a core element. As you can see from this wheel diagram, the introduction of community-based learning into the curriculum can be described as a process. The process wheel shown here is a general guide and applies to many implementations of community-based learning, but there may be variations. The process generally begins with the community partner identifying their need or issue in cooperation with lecturers. Sometimes the community partner will approach the higher education institution, but on other occasions a lecturer may make the initial contact. Honest and open communication is important to establish. It is important to manage expectations throughout the process. Often, tangible benefits will not result the first time an activity is implemented, and it can be more realistic to expect to see useful outputs the second time it runs. Students may sometimes have an existing contact and be able to suggest a community organisation that could be contacted. As the student's guide, you need to look at your role in the curriculum and what influence you have to support the community-based learning process and adapt or develop your curriculum accordingly. It is at this point that the students are briefed and provided with inputs, such as the opportunity to hear from students who have been involved in similar activities previously. The group then work together to design a plan for the activity while ensuring that consultation and knowledge exchange are applied to inform the project. When you have your plan in place, you need to agree the way forward with your community partner. It is at this point that a learning agreement should be developed and signed. Do note that the learning agreement can change as projects develop over time. We have sample learning agreements available on our website campusengage.ie. It is at this point also that the project work can begin, in partnership with the students and the organisation.